All right, for many years we've been using the Mr. Buddy heater in our tent to keep us warm during the winter, but with the open flame, we didn't feel like it was super safe. Also with the moisture that builds up inside the tent overnight, this wasn't really ideal for our needs. So I picked up this diesel heater from Hcalory. It seemed pretty nice, looked at the reviews. So this is gonna be the initial unboxing to see what we got. We got the fuel tank. Seems to be pretty nicely packaged. There's some Titan here, some styrofoam. Alright, initial impressions. Pretty nice. Feels and looks like kind of a cheaper Pelican case, but feels like pretty solid quality. I know I saw some reviews on Amazon that people were receiving cracked boxes, but quick glance over this one, I don't see any issues. Alright, let's open her up and see what goodies we have inside. Alright, these clips don't seem super tight, but they're definitely not going anywhere. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got a manual. Let's see. It does have some English, so we're good there. Air filter. Ducting hose and the intake and exhaust pipes. Power cord. Fuel line. Some hardware. Muffler. And a little vent. One thing I've seen on some people, they were stating that it didn't come with a fuel filter, but it looks like this one does, so it's a nice little upgrade. All right, looking at the instructions, they're not very detailed. I'm sure it will be more helpful for the actual operation, but not much to go off of on the actual setup of the box itself. So we're just going to go by the pictures, and I'm sure we'll be close enough to write for it to work. Alright, we got the intake side hooked up. Not sure if I like how long this is, or if I'm even going to utilize this bracket. We'll have to see how I got it set up on the tent, between the trailer and the tent, but that's how it is. Also, there's a nice filter in here. Good. I know some of the different brands I've seen on Amazon, people were saying there wasn't even a true filter in there, so that's nice. It's a very tight bend it wants to do. It's sharp. I should probably clean this up. Got blood everywhere. Well, now I'm confused on to what this bracket is with the muffler. Well, the photo just has the muffler here and has no mention of a bracket. There is a bolt hole here in the center, but it came with 2 screws, one with a rubber washer, plastic washer. I'll have to figure that out. Alright, first impressions, pretty well made. No complaints there. I'm very impressed on how clean it is. Well put together. I don't seem to be missing, you know, hoses not being attached or whatever. Some of the other people that purchased these have stated that some of the fuel lines weren't actually clamped on, and it looks like all mine are with some metal clamps. The only complaint I may have so far is the lack of instructions on assembly, but it's not rocket science. Aside from this bracket, I don't know what it goes to. Not sure if I'm going to leave it in this form. I don't know if it's going to fit my needs. I may need the exhaust going in a different direction. But for right now, I just wanted to put it together the way it was meant to be. The next step to do is look at the electronics and see how things run with this computer over here. All right, the next step is to get this fuel tank attached to the heater. So to do that, we work with the provided hardware. We got to drill a hole right here and then run a short fuel line to the front. So let's get started. Make sure we do it on the right side. Well, yes, the right side, as it sits on the back of the heater. Fuel will want to come out right here with this fitting. As I stated before, came with some provided hardware. You have the fitting, 2 washers or gaskets, and a bolt, but we'll have to feed it through the inside. I got some of this old cable laying around the garage. We'll see if I can get it to feed the fitting through. Alright, I'm just trying to thread it through the plastic so it has a really good seal to it. Once we get it through and get the thread started, I can just put the nut on it. There we go. Alright, we want to get a nice snug fit here, so see if I can hold it with these pliers while tightening it. There we go. That should be good. See right there? Alright, Alright, one thing that's pretty cool about this is it gives you the options for different, you get the 5 liter, 10 liter, and 15 liter fuel tanks that you can place on this side. And it has places to bolt each size of those tanks up. But for this one, we got to knock out these 2 little holes and mount it right here. All right, now we have to cut the fuel line to fit into this nozzle right here. All right, if you notice, this fitting right here is plastic, so I really don't want to force a bunch of weight on that. So I'm going to heat this line up, and hopefully it slides over a little easier. All right, we're all connected. All right, let's see how the first power up goes.
Start heating. Faulty. Check fan or motor.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, so I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and turned it on, and it seems to be starting its startup process. Let's see. Alright, it's starting to pump now. I don't know if you can hear it. There we go. It's got diesel fuel coming through. Alright, we got fuel going in. Alright, it's got some real warm air coming out now. And it's really not loud. People talked about the fuel pump being noisy, but it is not that loud at all. I would say the exhaust is a little louder than the than anything, but it's not obnoxious at all. This is on the high setting. We'll see what it does when I turn it down. So that's the lowest setting right there. Oh, that's not bad at all. Nice and warm. It does smell a little bit. Hopefully that burns off with some time. Alright, let's try a cold start.
Start heating.
Fuel pump starts going at about 1:40. Yeah, warm air coming out. It's been going for 3.5 minutes. And it's slowing down after its warm-up cycle at about 4 minutes. So that was my quick unboxing and initial review of the Hcalory diesel heater. I ran it for a couple of hours. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with it. I can't wait to try it out on the trails and see how warm it keeps us in the tent. Thanks for watching.